Hey everyone, hope you guys have all been having a good week so far. We talked about Apple and we all put some puts down on Apple kind of around the 175, 180 strike price levels, and you guys have been holding on to these for a while. And if you guys went with my plan, you guys are probably still have a couple weeks until these things expire, right? But we are heading for a large level of support right now, so I'm saying at this point it might be okay to start taking some more profit off the table. And I wanted to show you guys how some of these things actually did over time using some of the whale stream data that I have. But big thing, we did continue to come down here. That was good. On the weekly chart, we are looking for another change of character, so you might see Apple go down even more over the next few weeks. This is kind of why I overall was telling you guys, hey, I know all the big guys on CNBC were telling you to buy right here, but I just didn't have a good feeling about it. You can see we have come down, we have broken down below that low so far. It just, as far as Apple's concerned, okay? If you guys are day trading Apple, just before we start going over how some of these trades have done, what I've been finding particularly useful for me right now has been the 2-hour chart, and you just pair that with a MACD. So if I might just exaggerate this a little bit, make it larger. All right. Some of these crossovers have been pretty nice so far. You could even see some of the divergences, things going on. And this divergence, or this was a divergence right here. I was hoping it might actually pan out. But you can see the crossover here last few days worked out. Crossover here, small moves, crossover here, larger move on the downside here. Now, I have been liking it quite a bit. Usually, you kind of want to use the 4-hour chart to do the technical analysis, but trade off of the 2-hour to get a little bit more of a precise move. You can see right here from the Fibonacci levels and stuff, all clear levels of resistance. Be careful how long you want to hold. And for example, if you did this one, you might not have too much time to buy because it happened in pre-market hours, which happens every now and again. But when it happens in midday, that's usually a good opportunity, and you can hold it for 1 to 2 days. Even here, 1 to 2 days, we actually would have made you some money, although it would have been kind of nerve-wracking to actually do it right. But don't buy at resistances, buy at supports. Don't short at supports, short at resistances. That type of logic is going to follow here as well. But again, look at those resistances. You see the crossover happening right here, and that's about a full day, maybe 2 if you want to give another shot of having some easy trades right there. And this has been going for a few different things out there in the market, okay? Now, as far as how some of these positions did, depending on if you guys were able to kind of withstand, let me go to the daily chart here, withstand the short-term consolidation before we did break down. You're looking at positions more like this where we have puts from 929. This was at 415. This is a 180 strike price. I don't think many of you guys went this high on the 180s, especially because this was bought at 920. But just so you can see right here how this position actually did. There you go. Bought around 421. Right now it's around 955. So there was some good money to be made here. Most of us, I think I talked maybe about the 160s, the 170s, especially if you're holding at a month, maybe close to 160, but 170 would be fine. This is a 175 one right here. Bought around 925. That's a little bit too late. Let's see, 929, 919, 195, 185. I want to find one that's just good for us. All right, 921, 170, 250. I mean, it's not going to be as big of a move, but it'll still be a good move. All right. Yeah, buy at 156, and you see how the theta was kind of killing it right here because nothing was happening. And then it went from there all the way back up to 350, it looks like, or a little maybe 350-ish levels, or so a little bit higher maybe. So there was good profit. The one thing is usually those half ones, they don't have as much liquidity, so people aren't really buying them up as much. You could make some good money off of it, but you get what I'm saying. And even here, you can look at the chart of TradingView, or just this chart on Apple. The price went up for a little bit. Price came down. Also kind of explains what was happening there. But a good move overall. Tomorrow, I'm going to go over some more details here about some different stocks. I'm basically just trying to figure out if we're going to have this pause here. Because regardless if we were talking about the Amazons and stuff, or this in a larger sense, let me shrink this down here. The SPY, right? Now the SPY is breaking down all of a sudden, and now we're like, uh-oh, more things could fall. And if you guys are looking at the SPY, we already reached the price target here, which was the support. I would have closed all my positions at that point. But now that we're breaking down, we're probably going to come down here and tap on the 200 daily moving average. Maybe the 50. We're going to bounce off of that. And so I'm going to start looking for opportunities to buy here fairly soon. I don't think we're in a recession just yet. I know we're probably getting close to one, yada, yada, yada. But at this point, we're I told you guys the SPY had a little bit more room to fall, and it it definitely did fall. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on tonight. And for members like you guys, thanks for still supporting the channel. I know I haven't been around as much because dealing with my mother and stuff. But this weekend I'm going to try to do a long stream for you guys to like go over whatever you guys are looking for, because this first one worked out pretty well. Apple worked out pretty well. But really, you're going to have to hold for a while, it seems like, at this point. If you maybe didn't want to hold for as long, your theta probably got chewed up a little bit here, and so that's never a good thing, right? So I'll see you guys a little bit later, and thanks for watching.